I'm at one of my favorite places to shoot from in the Berkshires. Favorite because I can just pull over on the side of the road, not have to do any hiking or anything like that. I am getting cold air in the van, but I'll heat it up later. Right now, I have a beautiful view of Mount Greylock, the whole northern Taconic ridgeline, right here behind this big open field. This is also a great spot to shoot the Milky Way from. I'm just shooting photos on this new toy I got myself. It's a Nikkor 300mm telephoto lens for my DSLR. My old one had become, let's say, deconstructed. I also have a new drone to shoot from, and I haven't really tested the abilities of this new iPhone 16. I think I'm just going to test out all three of these devices, do something very photography and meditative oriented for the next few days. I don't know where I'm going to sleep tonight. I'll throw that in the mix, but right now I want to capture what is left of this gorgeous sunset. I actually unboxed my new Veeniix V11 Pro drone that I got and flew it a test flight today. I of course went back to the Chesterfield Gorge. I just had to complete that place, you know. My last flight was unfinished. I just had to tie a bow around that whole place. Got some good shots. This new drone, it lasts so much longer than my old drone, my Mavic Air. It comes with an extra battery and the footage is just so good. It also does something that I didn't realize. It records audio, something my DJI Mavic Air never did. I could actually film a whole video just with that. I'm not gonna do that, but I am gonna fly it more tomorrow. Right now I have more pressing things, mainly figuring out where I'm gonna sleep tonight. It is only 12 degrees Fahrenheit. I love the view coming off this mountaintop here, but I am not liking the view inside my van today. That's a crappy segue, I'm sorry. But I was unboxing presents today from some family and friends, and one of them was covered in glitter. So I got glitter all over the interior of my van. I'm gonna try to get to a car wash up here that has vacuums. I'm pretty sure they still operate, you know, even though it's a holiday. Okay, well, this isn't looking promising. There's no lights on this thing. I'm hesitant to just start pumping quarters into it. Yeah, there should definitely be lights on. I think this thing just is disabled. The other one isn't lit up either. Well, I'm just gonna have to live with glitter in my van for a while. I've lived with worse things. Hickory smoke. So it's not the first time I've spilled something. Right now, I think I'm gonna go check out a big box store that I sometimes park in, just see what the scene is like. I probably won't stay there the night. The thing is, today is Christmas Day, and most everything is closed. Now, I do have family and plenty of friends in this neighborhood who have offered me places to stay. So don't worry about me, folks. I like being on my own. I like not having to dial someone up and ask if I can stay at their place tonight. You know what I mean? I just like being independent. I'll be fine, but it is a pain sometimes in the winter when all my nooks and crannies in the woods are all iced over and inaccessible. Anyway, I am just rambling. Let's go see what the Walmart scene is like. So it does look like there is, in fact, no one here. No employees, no one camping out. I mean, it is still very early for the evening, but this is definitely not a place. Well, actually, there is one car there. Still, I'm not camping out here tonight. I don't like camping out in places like this. I'm gonna go look for a place in the woods. It's still early, you know. It's still 5 p.m. I just have to think about, you know, these things ahead of time. Alright, I'm going down a road that I'm not totally sure gets maintained in any particular way in the winter. I imagine it's kind of icy and lumpy. Yeah, this ain't looking too pretty. One great thing about sleeping in a precarious place like this is that road is so intimidating. I doubt any other civilians or even a trooper would want to bring their car up that. It wasn't sanded or anything. Hopefully I'm fine. I hate getting knocks in the middle of the night. Well, it's only happened once, but I don't like even fearing it, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm gonna do some editing tonight. My mobile studio over here, or whatever it's called, charging all of my batteries, has expanded today. I got 5 new batteries to add to it. 2 for the drone, 1 for my Nikon, I finally busted that out, and then 2 more, I got 2 more heated apparel as a gift, so it's overloaded over there. I hope I don't blow a fuse. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna fly my drone again tomorrow. It's called the Veeniix V11 Pro. I am super impressed by it so far. It's got a lot of like options and stuff in menus I want to like go over and make sure I have that all down. I think the point is it's important to have a hobby if you're gonna live in a van, you know? If you're gonna do it solo and like not have a pet or something, you need something to occupy your time, to just pour yourself into. I mean, I was like this in my apartment too. You know, I was just obsessed over photography, and I still kind of am. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed early. It's not even 8 p.m. yet, if you can believe it. There's just no point in staying up late. Nothing is open on Christmas Day. I'll see y'all in the morning. Oh man, I hate that tunnel right there. So one thing my new drone did not come with is a memory card. I had to swipe one from one of my dash cams. So I'm gonna go to Walmart today and just pick up a new memory card. It's on the way to my storage unit, so I thought I'd pop in and check in on Moby Dick. It's been a few months. Check this out. I can actually drive in. The last 2 or maybe even 3 times I've come here, been after hours. I had to sneak in. Oh man, that sun. You know, I feel like I'm not really taking full advantage of this storage unit here. There's so much space in there, and all I have is my little briefcase, kayak, and a bag of tools and stuff. I can fit all that stuff in my van if I wanted to. I feel like with storage units, it's a slippery slope, and if you're really gonna consider van life and like downsizing, don't count on having a storage unit. Like, just try to get rid of stuff the first time. It's only like that's only 40 or 50 bucks a month, so I shouldn't complain too much. Yeah, I want to get that memory card so I can get that back in my dash cam. I've got my drone charging again. I'm actually thinking of going back to the Chesterfield Gorge. What I want to do is get a perfect shot that snakes through the gorge. Problem is there's a ton of, I think, iron in the walls that interferes with the drone. That's how I lost my last one. It feels stupid to take the new drone there, but that's just such a beautiful spot. I have a lot of history with the Chesterfield Gorge. Maybe I'll give you guys a story or two. But for now, I want to get to Walmart, and then I need to hit my post office as well. Hi, just getting this. I had to yank that memory card like off a security thing. I just tore it. The clerk definitely did not appreciate my doing that. But anyway, that card is like 256 gigabytes, I think. It should be plenty big. I just want to get some more propane tanks while I'm here. They're always a good thing to have. You know, it's the day after Christmas and there's like 2 registers open. There's always a line there. I don't know why Walmart is so cheap on just hiring more labor. You know what I mean? So I have one more errand I need to do. Get a package at the post office. Another really cool gift, I should call it. Hazardous materials. I'm not sure about that. This is my latest new toy. It's heavy as heck. I'm gonna unbox this at the end of the video. I don't want to deal with this right now. There's these short, late fall, winter days, whatever the heck this is right now. They are just killing me. I think we're gaining 1 second of daylight today versus yesterday, which is a step in the right direction, but not nearly enough. Anyway, I want to get to the gorge while we still have some light left. The Chesterfield Gorge that I'm going to tonight has a special place in my heart. I've had a few big, life realizations at this place. One was at the tail end of my last long-term relationship, which was 11 years ago, February of 2013. I came here just to contemplate Like, I realized I wanted to be single. I'd been in a relationship for like a long time, and I wanted a hobby. I wanted just to like be alone with myself. Something that took me a long time to realize, that I like being alone. I like being on my own, and I'm not ashamed of that. Anyway, I came to the gorge and then broke up with that girl the very next day. So, yeah, in that way, the gorge kind of like got me into photography, because I purchased my first camera, my first DSLR off Amazon right after that. And then just before COVID, maybe a few years before, I came to the gorge in the winter with my old drone, and I was gonna do some shooting and flying. I was in a rental car at the time, and the car got stuck. It was on a weekend in February, and there was no one else there. There's no cell service at the gorge. I could not get out. I had no recovery gear. I had no phone. I had no idea what to do. I tried pushing my car like as hard as I could, and I herniated a disc in my back. I had to go to physical therapy for 6 months. So yeah, this gorge giveth and it taketh away. I think I keep coming back because I want to capture the beauty of this beautiful landscape. As far as Massachusetts goes, it's a very pretty landscape. It's dramatic, the 80-foot high walls on both sides, the whitewater rapids below. I don't know. I want to pay it like homage, because it's one of those significant places in my life. It's a very pretty drone, a very unique form factor, a lot different from the DJI Mavic Air I used to have. For one thing, you'll notice that the propellers in the aft section are down at the bottom, and in the front, they're up at the top. That means the natural orientation of it is to sit kind of like this, so the camera is more facing the ground. Less electronic gimbling you have to do, less use of the battery. Very clever design. I just find it incredibly unique looking and quite beautiful. And look at that 4K footage. I can't wait to fly it right through this gorge. I might lose it. This might be the stupidest thing, the quickest come and go situation I've ever had, but I want to try to capture this place in all its winter glory. The first big challenge here is where to launch from. Now, last time I did it from the head of the rapids, the other end of the gorge, and I lost signal quickly. I think that might have to do with all the iron in the rock, like snaking through the chicanery of the gorge. So that place is cursed. I'm going to try the end of it, the mouth, I don't know what you call it when it comes to water bodies, but where it all spits out down here. I think I might actually be able to launch right off the ice itself. In a way, I'm glad it's winter, because it's less exposed water that my drone could potentially float away on if I do crash. The question is, how do I actually get down there? I can't launch from here because of all the tree cover. I need an exposed sky. Yeah, I'm not scaling the icy cliffs just to fall down in that and go hypothermic real quick. I might have to launch from the other end after all. There's just nothing exposed over here. That was peaceful, terrifying, beautiful, that flight. This Veeniix Pro is a pro. This did everything I wanted it to do. I kept flying closer and closer to the ground, over the gorge, doing practice runs. Because if you're flying right through the gorge, there's all these branches that overhang that can entangle you. That's how I lost my last drone. Finally, on my last run, I flew the sucker right through the gorge, just like 10 feet above the water. On the way back, it hit a branch. It started to tumble. I recorded the whole thing. Oh man, I thought I lost it, but this bird recovered. It fought 1 foot above the water. It righted itself. I lifted it way up. I brought it right back. I flew it for like 37 minutes, which is crazy. But oh man, what a ride. Yeah, I can't wait to get this footage. Yet more obstacles tonight. I'm trying to get out of the gorge, and the only road here is blocked. Emergency response crews here. I'm not sure what happened. One of the reasons I go to this gorge is because I have to drive through my hometown to get to it. That's definitely part of the equation of this place. This tower over here is actually the tower that's at the top of my logo on my YouTube homepage. Look at this beautiful golden hour light on my face right now. That's just the sky. You guys may have noticed I've been in the Berkshires for a few videos now. I don't have to go to Boston this week or next week because Wednesday's my office day and those are the holidays, so it worked out very well. I'm gonna stay in Berkshires, a couple more nights actually. I'm not sick of it yet. I normally tend to move around a lot just because I get bored with one place, but I'm actually kind of liking it out here. This drone has my full recommendation. It's by a company called Veeniix with 2 eyes. They're an upstart. I think they're trying to make a name for themselves by offering more than the DJI products offer at a lesser price, And this definitely, I ran it through the gauntlet tonight. Not only does it deliver great footage and it operates great, I ran it where it loses signal. I crashed it into a tree over water on a second test flight, and the thing righted itself. It did not self-destruct the way the DJI did. This might even be better than the DJI products, but it has my full send. It has a few quirks though. For one thing, it doesn't record audio, like I said earlier in the video. It's just that the recording icon on this app is a microphone, which I find a little odd. Also, the gimbal for, tilting the camera is on the opposite finger of the controller than on DJI devices. So Veeniix, if you're watching, I think if you're trying to, capture DJI audiences, convert a few users over, you're going to want to put the camera gimbal on the other finger, just so the transition is easier. Other than that, I love this freaking drone. It's great. I think the point of this video is having a hobby is essential. Van life can be very lonely. I'll just, I'm saying that right here. You probably realize that already. If you're not going to live with another person inside your van, or maybe a pet or something, which is a lot of work, I wouldn't do that personally. You need a hobby, some way to just immerse yourself in a productive activity so you're not just rotting away. Like I said earlier in this video, it took me until my mid-30s to realize that I like being single. I like being alone more than I like being with other people. I tried for 15 years to do relationships and, that whole thing. And I was ashamed of coming to the same conclusion every time that I like being alone. I'm not afraid of that anymore because YouTube and all of this stuff has taken up all my free time, and I feel it's very productive. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys, my viewers. You guys have been amazing. People have emailed me, not only great suggestions, but offering me places to park, offering me, beds and, places on their lots in other states and stuff. It's amazing. It's really amazing. As someone who is a severe introvert, who doesn't not like generally socializing with other people and going out and engaging and making relationships, this is just crucial to me. And I will probably take you guys on those offers someday. If you've emailed me, I try to respond to all those. It might take me some time. If I haven't yet, thank you. Or if I haven't yet, whatever I'm trying to say. I don't know. I'm just rambling here because it's been a long day and I'm tired. But I'm going to be in the Berkshires again a few more days. And I just want to say thanks for watching. Have a hobby. If you're going to live in a van, even if you're not going to live in a van, don't let your brain rot, you know. For me, it's photography and videography. Yeah, and New Year's Eve is next week. You know, I wanted to do a live stream. I know I talked about that, but I ended up spending Christmas Eve with family, which was a good idea, you know. I can't be, like, on the computer every waking moment. But I might do a live stream next week or the week after. I promise I will do something like that. For now, though, thanks for watching. Peace out. I'll see you on the next adventure.